The following contains extremely explicit content and is for mature audiences only. All characters and personalities are used for parody purposes.
So for my story, I have some helpy helpers to help me out with some voices here.
Oh, it's them. I'm excited.
Should we scoot over a tad so we can all be closer to the mic?
All right, so my name is Yohe, and I was bestowed upon the title subject of Harry Potter. So for my story,
That was my suggestion.
it's a little bit more on the, I'd say a little something different, in which this is a little bit more of a choose-your-own-adventure style. In which you, the audience, get to help determine what happens.
Wow. Awesome.
In fact,
Fucking creative.
Are we gonna vote?
we're even going to start with this story is called Harry Potter, and you get to actually help vote for what the story is called.
Your choice is a multiple choice.
There are three choices.
Okay.
Choice number one is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Bone. We also have Harry Potter and the Chamber of His Urethrics. And lastly, Harry Potter and the Order of the Penis. So we'll do it by a show of hands. So let's go for Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Bone.
Yeah.
Three. We've got three hands up. Harry Potter and the Chamber of His Urethrics. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, shit.
And
Owner.
Harry Potter and the Order of the Penis.
Three-way tie.
Oh, Jesus! No!
That's the worst thing.
Shame me.
Okay, this is the story of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Bone.
Yay!
Chapter 1. Wake Up Woody.
Yeah.
One morning, Harry Potter awakens from his fitful slumber to a common feeling that many men like myself often encounter. A blisteringly taut prick that could possibly burst right through his clothing, if not his own penile skin.
Motherfucking troll tits, morning wood.
Harry exclaimed. Well, for those of you not too familiar with this pants-paralyzingly painful problem, sometimes it goes away rather quickly and other times, not so much. Unfortunately, this one was definitely the latter. Quickly realizing that he is running out of time before his first class, Harry decides he needs to rub out his trouser snake faster than one can cast. Bonus Coxpilodicus. Trust me, for that one you need some fucked up ingredients like pimpled skin of mung and smegma of a muggle. To pull that one off, by the way, that's what he said. To get to his class on time. So, audience vote. Which one of these actions should Harry perform upon himself to fulfill his jollies? The first option is chanting a spell to gain snake-like neck flexibility to self-fillet the problem away. Option 2, cramming his massive 11-inch wand deep inside his own rectum to perform a phoenix feather core prostate explosion. And option 3,
Oh shit, it's 3 again.
summoning his feathered familiar Hedwig the Owl to provide a warm, moistly plump poop chute to bury some fresh Potter seeds.
Let's vote.
But we got to do a vote on this. So option 1, once again, is chanting a spell to gain snake-like neck flexibility to self-fillet.
Self-fellatio.
Self-filation, we have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Gotta be.
We have option 2, cramming his massive 11-inch wand deep inside to perform the prostate explosion. 1, 2, 1, 2.
3. I'm totally 3. Okay, good.
And option 3,
That breaks the tie.
summoning the familiar Hedwig to provide the poop chute.
Oh,
Like it looks to me like number 1 was the highest vote.
Yeah!
So chanting a spell to gain snake-like neck flexibility to self-fillet the problem away.
Right, I know just the enchantment. Rib of Marilyn, jaw of slut. Allow me the pleasure of sucking my nut. Oh, I feel my neck getting longer. I can just about reach it. Oh, let me wrap my lips. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Oh, suction's good, but I need more tongue. But I only have the tongue of a snake. No.
Realizing that it was no use, Harry finally has enough of using his own personal sex spell and realizing this boner is too insatiable for his usual pump and dump pleasures. Nope, this one would require the assistance of a warm orifice that his magical prowess could not craft on its own. Casting his spell, Cosby Crime Scene Cleanorium, he immediately removes all semen, rank pubic air funk, and sprayed fecal matter that had arisen from his bedroom hijinks. Also, it replaced his neck back to normal and his pinched pajamas with a freshly starched school uniform. Except his boner was still poking so hard against his pants, it was almost bent in half. Also, a brightly multi-patched sweater had materialized over his standard top for some reason. Removing it quickly and tossing it near his trash can overflowing with spankerchiefs, Harry hobbles out the door as fast as his pitched tent could allow. Chapter 2. Hogwarts Harem High. On the way to class, Harry decides to sprint through the Great Hall to make up for some ill-spent time trying to relieve his current groinal burden. What he also secretly hoped was that he'd run into some most desirable vagina, anus, mouth, or even ear hole that could slake his primal urges. While turning a corner around the entrance, he finds himself colliding face first with a pair of marvelous meat muppets. Harry looks up from the mountains, muffling his mouth, and says,
Am I sure glad to see you?
Whom did he happen to run into, but? Crowd, we have 3 options.
Yes.
Umbridge.
Option
Options of this group.
Option 1, Hermione Granger, childhood chum and possibly closet fuck machine. Option 2, Dolores Umbridge, dark arts defense teacher with a razor-lined diaphragm for his and her pleasure.
Zucchini salesman.
Or option 3, Minerva McGonagall, beloved head of Gryffindor, whom was rumored to be able to squirt immeasurably at a moment's notice. So we'll start with the first option was Hermione Granger. Show of hands.
Too easy. Yeah.
1.
Probably too easy.
It was too easy.
Got 2 here. So
apparently.
option 2, Dolores Umbridge, dark arts defense teacher. And Minerva McGonagall, my lord.
Not even close.
By a landslide, literally.
Yes.
So go ahead.
You need to
Yep.
put a cocktail float.
Why, Harry, my stars, watch where you're... What in the blazes is that? I've never seen such a deliciously crafted rod pulse like that. I wonder if you're ready to see me as the head of Gryffindor that I truly am. I insist that you cram that into my cuntly hollows and give it a whirl. I'd like that ever so much. No one gives me what I truly need. Just blue, sagging lips. In fact, seeing your manhood emblazed is currently causing pressure in my labia, which should be able to be extinguished with a quick, excuse me.
Just when Harry thinks his femme du jour will rid his Willie's petrification, an unexpected geyser of queef juice erupts violently, knocks him to the ground. Too sticky to move.
My, what a delicious flavor. So, you think my prolific pelvic problem has been caused by someone malicious? Who could it be?
Also, you have one. Sorry, flip them around. Don't read choice 2 for her. Yes.
Same voice, right?
Yep. Same voice.
Oh, heavens! What? That was not what I expected to happen. Well, not without my share of the fun, at least. Perhaps an enchantment of some sort is at work? Harry, can you think of someone whom would wish some type of embarrassment in this hilarious yet twat-teasing manner? Bollocks!
Alright, now once more. Sorry.
So, you think my... My, what a delicious flavour! So, you think my prolific pelvic problem has been caused by someone malicious? Who could it be?
All of a sudden, it dawns on him. Let's see. Mortal enemy, most likely acting out of jealousy, sexually repressed, the hate fuck of his dreams, Draco Malfoy. Once more, Harry utters, Cosby crime scene cleanorium, and rips off the 80s father sweater before hurrying as fast as a tripod mage could move to the Slytherin dormitory. The conclusion. A bone to dick, or pick to mean, I mean. As Harry finds himself entering the Slytherin common room, he feels his boner growing more and more to the point where the material on his trousers starts to rip threads rapidly. This has to be where the curse originated, he thought. But before he can make his way to the boys' dormitory, the all-too-familiar laugh of teenage asshole affluenza permeates the area. As if on cue, Draco walks in and sees Harry in his engorged manhood and stops in mid-laughter, fixated on the tube steak.
Well, Potter. It seems that the half-blood prodigy was no match for my imperious curse. But who would have thought you would be packing such a full-blood sausage down there? In a matter of minutes, you should be no longer able to control anything else on that hard cock. I mean, body.
Harry literally cannot even at this point. Malfoy used an imperious curse on his fuckstick to embarrass him? Well, if an unforgivable curse is going to be used, that must mean that something unforgivable can be done in return as well.
That ass is mine!
Harry exclaimed. Crowd participation.
Yay!
Which of the following unforgivable curses should Harry use?
Yes!
Option 1, the killing curse, activated upon busting his nut. Option 2, the excruciating torture curse, also activated upon busting his nut. Or option 3, ass to mouth, then to ass, then to mouth, and finally back to ass.
3.
So option 1, the killing curse with the nut. No hands. Option 2, the excruciating torture curse. One hand.
We know what we want.
And option 3, ass to mouth, then to mouth, and finally back to ass.
Yes!
Well,
Multiple abstains.
Harry decides the best revenge would be to slap his poopy pole against Draco's pearly whites repeatedly and uses his rage to dash directly at the pale youth. Draco is still staring in awe at Harry's package, not realizing it is about to become lodged in his intestinal tract with only tears and tonsil phlegm for lube. Within a matter of seconds, Harry's purple schlong bursts completely through his trousers and undergarments as he flips Draco over like the little bitch that he truly is. Soon, a rhythmic slapping and Draco's sobs echo throughout the room once known for rest and relaxation of Hogwarts' most devious.
Oh God, I can feel my uterus getting hammered like a punching bag. Oh, make it stop, Potter. Oh, motherfucker. I can feel the rhythm changing, and that means, oh, fuck. It's like volcanic lava searing through my precious pink sock.
Just as the first few liquid ropes expel from Harry's penis, he closes his eyes in unbridled vindication, only to reopen them to a bedroom. What the? As it turns out, it was just a dream after all. Only, why is his cock lodged inside someone's ass, and whose is it?
Run! No. Oh no. Ron or Neville? Oh no.
Long bottom.
Seamus. Like a guy named Seamus.
Shakespeare.
Mr. Potter, Mr. Pooper sure enjoyed that noodle lashing you gave it. And the unexpected cream pie, even better. Only if you ever have the pleasure of sneaking in some sherbet lemon in Albus Dumbledore's back office.
And scene. Hey, you guys were fucking awesome. Thank you so much.
I was gonna say, those two are